Hello there, this is Red Joy, and we are back with our favorite arcane spells. This is going to be our level 3 list for arcane spells. I have 3 favorite spells that I really enjoy taking. I do have honorable mentions. In fact, I'm actually going to start with the honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is Melf's Minute Meteors. It's a fantastic spell that you can toss around, and it's a good kind of instant damage create a weapon spell that's actually a very good, powerful create a weapon. Next is Invisibility 10-foot radius. I enjoy this, but you have to be careful about using it because it can make civilians and even enemies invisible as well. So you gotta be conscientious of that. And then finally, Slow. Slow is a great kind of major debuff that you have on your opponents, and it's a very good spell to toss on to a fight to even the odds. So the first level 3 spell that is a favorite spell of mine is Haste. This is not a surprise. What it does is it basically just increases your movement rate. It increases certain bonuses. It gives you certain bonuses to combat. It does give you an extra attack. It allows for you to have an improved defense. I believe it has improved defense. But anyway, it's a very impressive. A very impressive spell, and it's good. It's a good area of effect spell, and it can last a while, right? It scales, the duration scales with your character. It's a good spell to toss on if it's just you, or if it's you with a party, or you with a ton of summons, or even if you have friendly characters nearby. It will also hasten those characters nearby. For example, in the final fight in the Ducal Palace, you can speed up the Flaming Fist guards and make them go even faster so they can better protect Belt and Leia. So it's a really good spell, and I really enjoy having it as a possibility.
Let's do something.
Now, this should be mentioned that it's not a good substitute for Improved Haste. Improved Haste only impacts 1, and it actually doubles the number of attacks. So it's Improved Haste is a more potent version of Haste. Haste is a really nice spell. It's actually a good spell for mobility, right? Just moving around from place to place in the battlefield. It's definitely worth taking. You should consider taking it if you are interested in having additional mobility in a fight. There's a reason why Oil of Speed is a really good potion at the beginning of Baldur's Gate 1. And for a lot of Baldur's Gate 2, it's a really good. Being hasted is a really good ability, or a really good kind of benefit for your party. Okay, so next is Skull Trap. Skull Trap is an offensive spell. It is a fantastic AoE spell. I actually prefer Skull Trap to Fireball. I know it's a sacrilege, right? But I like the fact that it is a very powerful AoE spell. You can hold a certain area, so it forces opponents to kind of avoid a particular area. It doesn't have as wide of a range, but what it does have is it uses magic damage rather than using fire damage. Fire damage is very easily resisted, whereas magic damage is not, so I always prefer using magic damage to fire damage. Although Fireball in certain situations isn't a bad spell, I do find that I would much rather use a Fireball from a Wand of Fire than use a spell slot for it. So again, there I guess is an honorable mention. Skull Trap allows for a high amount of damage to be done. It scales, so it has now an SES. It has a maximum of 12d6. I believe in the base game that maximum is 20d6. So you have quite a lot of power. It does have a saving throw to cut half the damage, but it's still a very decent, powerful spell. And again, you're doing arcane damage, so it's not easily resisted by a lot of opponents. So ultimately, I think it's a really good spell. I prefer it to Fireball. Much prefer it to Lightning Bolt or Melf's Acid Arrow or whatever, but I really enjoy it. It's a very powerful spell. Alright, and the last of my favorite level 3 spells is Remove Magic. This is, they mentioned it's the combat version of Dispel Magic. It will only affect opponents. It is very powerful. While Dispel Magic can be good to hit an area to wipe away all magic out of a particular area, which again can be useful in certain circumstances, it is very indiscriminate, whereas Remove Magic will only go after kind of one opponent or one target, and will take away really powerful effects from enemies as long as you have more powerful, a higher level than the others. This is a great spell that I like to put on a bard. The reason why it works so well with a bard is that a bard is going to have more levels than a standard wizard will. So it's a good idea to put this on a bard, because then you'll be able to just shut down any magic that they put up there, as long as you roll well when you're casting this spell. I do prefer remove magic over dispel magic. It's always good to have in the back pocket just in case of emergency, while dispel magic can be a little bit weak and can actually impact your party worse than it impacts the opponent's party. So that wraps us up for our level 3 spells. I definitely also encourage you, as I've said in the last 2 videos, to check out the ultra big, super amazing spell lists done by West J and by Deveorn. At the time of filming this, they are the essential spell guides for Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition, and they went level by level, did a ton of the homework. I'm just listing off which ones I enjoy taking when I play as a mage, a bard, or a sorcerer. So I definitely encourage you to check out those spells. With that, thank you so much for watching. If you like what I do, leave the video a like, comment, and subscribe. With that, thank you for watching. Take care and good luck. We're all counting on you.